Seven Bridges Sport.
Right, let's go and do a tour of the gym. I'm just going to head into the garage now and show you exactly what goes on and give you a quick chat. And I was going to do a workout video today. Unfortunately, I have been ill for the last 4 days, laid up in bed for 3 of them. So very low on strength and fitness today. But I'll sit in the gym and have a chat with you, go over why I've gone with the Seven Bridges theme, a little bit about mental health, and basically give it a decent introduction to what I hope this channel will be. So stay with me and we will see you on the other side. So here we go into the gym. Excuse the fact that it is actually a working garage as well as a gym. So we've got the TV up there for any time we want to watch some videos, inspirational videos, listen to some music. I'll go over this later, but this is a reward board. So I've got my targets for weight loss, what the actual was when I hit that target, and some rewards. I will go into that a bit more. I'm going to use these. They're actually tubs for bird feed. I'm going to use them for filling them with some gravel and basically have some homemade kettlebells, good for farmers' carries, etc. But this is the actual gym area. So yeah, we've got the basic squat rack here. Everything is pretty much second-hand off Marketplace. So we've got a squat rack that was bought from a local gym, second-hand. I just had to take it apart and transport it home. Good fun in the back of a car. It just fit. I managed to pick up this bench. It was that combined with this preacher curl bench was £30 for the pair. As you can see, we've got the cable attachments here running down. So that was, again, another Facebook Marketplace find. Along with this bench here, which I use for doing some rows and some back extensions. Also, we have the lat pull down machine and low row. That was £20, I think it was, for that machine. It's plate loaded, so ideal because I've got a load of 1-inch plates lying around. Obviously, you can see dumbbells and the Easy Curl. The Easy Curl Bar Fairy has been to visit. I don't care what you say. We all need to curl for the girls. And then using the bike, the road bike was the bike was taking up space in the gym, so I thought, why not just convert it for the winter, stick it on a turbo trainer, and I have a indoor bike, so that's great. And then, of course, we've got the Olympic barbell with cast iron plates, which I'm using. Oh, also got tricep bar there. The cast iron plates, they are new things. They were actually bought new and an investment because they were 60% off, I believe, at the time. So we've got them. In this corner here, I have the 1-inch barbell, that I was using, which with the old tennis ball hack, I've now turned into a landmine. So that'll be quite good for doing things with that. And my other new piece of equipment, and I will go into whys and wherefores, I got a safety squat bar. I'm currently working with a bad injury, or a long-term injury, I should say, on my right shoulder. I've had problems. I don't have full mobility in the shoulder, and I'm never pain-free. So to do squats, this is recommended, and I'll be honest, it has been absolutely brilliant. So that's a rundown of the gym. We will now, I think, give you a quick go around. Obviously, we've got the shirts on the wall. Toronto Maple Leafs, Sunderland for my sins, Oakland Raiders as it was. That is Ipswich Cardinals from the southeast, well, the south of England from where we are. I played for them for a short while. And that is a charity t-shirt from the Cancer Research Runs. It's the mud runs. Great fun. I'll go into why the flags. Obviously, this is where I am. This is where my heart is. Portugal for where the heart is. England, born and bred. So we'll go into that, and I'm going to have a little chat with you now about exactly what my aims are for the channel and why I've gone with the Seven Bridges. Right, so the plan for the channel is it's as much for accountability for myself. Pardon me. It's going to be a long journey. The overall plan is to lose approximately £140, which, as I said in the introduction video, which will be linked here, I think. That is 10 stone in old money, and I think it was 63.5 kilos, thereabouts, if you're using new weight. So yeah, it's going to be a long journey, and I have ups and I have downs. I've had weight problems most all of my adult life. Ballooned, slimmed, ballooned, slimmed, ballooned, slimmed. Tried exercise, tried diets, tried weight loss clubs, and had moderate success, but always failed ultimately. And I think part of that was due to my mentality is all or nothing. Once I had the failures, I had a setback, blew me off track. Just gave up. That was it. Couldn't get my mindset back into what I needed to do. And usually weight went higher than it was previously. So that was it. Then a few years ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Wasn't a good diabetic, still ate rubbish, lived on pizza, takeaways, junk food, sweets, which is how I got this in the first place. I'm a former chef, lived on junk, so did a lot of that. And then 18 months ago, maybe, sort of late 2024, mid to late 2024, was put onto a book called The Glucose Revolution. I'll try and put an Amazon link into the description if anybody is following and wants to find out more about the book. Great book for a diabetic, changed my life in the short term at that time. Was skeptical, as I am, that's my nature, and went on to read it from cover to cover. And by just changing some basic things in my diet, not so much, well, a little bit of what it was changing what I eat, but also changing the order in which I ate the food. It's all in the book. I might do a talk about the glucose revolution and link to the glucose goddess and everything in another video. But got my numbers down to pre-diabetic numbers. Unfortunately, my mental health took a turn for the worse beginning of 2025, which it's known to do, and my diet went out the window. Weight went up again, crept up this time, but my blood sugars skyrocketed. And when I went for my quarterly tests, I was told if I didn't get it under control, I was going to be insulin dependent. Didn't fancy that much. Don't mind needles, as you can see from the tattoos and things, but didn't fancy injecting insulin for the rest of my life. Went, studied the book again, got my numbers down, had other things going on in my personal life, which inspired me as well last year, and decided enough was enough. Started losing weight. Got the diet under control. Blood sugars have now been stable at a pre-diabetic level, bordering non-diabetic, bordering normal, for 4.5 months now. So the hope is that when I next go in, we get rid of that, or we come down off the meds. So that's that side of it. Obviously, I want to do that. I want to be good for myself, my future. I want to have a future, and I want it to be a healthy future. So yeah, mental health is a big part of it. I've had mental health problems since I was diagnosed when I was 19, 20, around that, with depression and anxiety. And I was then diagnosed with ADHD when I was in my 40s at university. So I don't take medication for the ADHD. I wasn't interested in that. I live my life the way I do. That's it. I now know why I do some of the dumb shit I do. And I've made some of the decisions I've made and why my control spirals and I'm all or nothing, and you know, again, we can go into that further down in future videos. So yeah, so did all that. But when I was at university, that's what I was getting to. When I was at university, I discovered media, radio, things like that. Left university, I was leaving university due to bad mental health back in 2019, and was wondering what to do. A few drinks with some of the friends at uni. Somebody said, launch your own radio station. So we did, as you do. We called it Seven Bridges Radio. And it was called Seven Bridges because, for those of you who don't know, I live up in Tyneside, North Tyneside. I was in Newcastle at the time, and Newcastle is known for its 7 bridges on the River Tyne. Seven Bridges Radio. Where we are. We're at home. Yes, I know. Newcastle and that don't mix. But Sunderland through and through. But yeah, so we launched Seven Bridges Radio. It was a radio station, online radio station, to work with people with mental health problems. And that was all self-funded. We did it ourselves. We ran it for just under 2 years before we had to fold due to lack of funding, unfortunately. And it's something that's always niggled away at me. It's an unfinished project as far as I'm concerned. But it is what it is. So when I thought, I'm going to have to come up with a personality, with a channel name, with a, you know, for this, to do this. As I say, I don't know if anybody ever watched these. This is for me. This is for my accountability. That I'll do the exercises, I'll do the videos, I'll put stuff up. Keeps this ticking over. Learning skills for editing and God knows what. So bear with me. If you are watching, the early videos are probably going to be god awful. A, I ramble, as you may have noticed already. B, my video editing is down here somewhere. I may ask for help from friends. But I'm going to try and learn the skills myself. So, and C, I'm using very basic equipment. This is being filmed on my phone. I've got an action camera up there for when I'm doing workouts. I've got a webcam to use. I've got another phone I'm going to use, and I've got a wildlife camera, which I can show you the equipment in another video. I don't have the money to invest in top equipment if I'm only recording for myself. So bear with me. So yeah, so when I did this, I thought, right, I need to come up with a name. This is going to be about my mental health as well as my physical health. Why not go with the Seven Bridges? Seven Bridges Fitness seemed like a good idea. I had a friend very quickly work on a logo for me. She didn't like that because some people can do that shit. I'm not one of them. I did a logo and it wasn't up to the level of that. So yeah, so we did that. So that's going to be the idea. I'm going to do some workouts. I'm going to discuss mental health, my mental health. I am going to get personal and raw. There will be discussions of depression, social anxiety, the really bad side of ADHD, what it's cost me financially as much as anything else, and relationships, things like that. There may be discussions on darker topics, suicide attempts, suicidal feelings. Nothing's going to be off limits. I'm going to put myself out there, but I'll probably do it with a sense of humour because I do have a dark sense of humour, and humour has always been my coping mechanism. So I'm hoping that you're going to join me, that you're going to enjoy it, and if you do join me, if this video lands on you by accident, or any of these videos lands on your feed by accident, and you see it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, join me. And, you know, if you know somebody who you think would benefit from hearing some fat northern bloke talk about his mental health while he's working out, or if you've got tips of your own, perhaps you can talk to me about my form when I'm doing the exercises. I'm just still a rookie at this. I haven't been to a proper gym in years. I've had gym memberships, paid a fortune for them. Never went, like most of you out there. But yeah, if you help me with my form, be constructive. Let me know where I'm going wrong. Come up with ideas and suggestions for how I can tweak exercises, things that you've done for yourself. Perhaps it's about your mental health. By all means, and you know, get on board if you want. If you feel like it, get on board and join me and see where we take this channel. As I say, I've got no expectations for it. It's about me. It's about. I just keep saying it's about me being accountable, getting my workouts in each week, eating properly. Oh, that was the other thing, and getting weighed. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do the weigh-in videos. I get weighed every Monday morning, by the way. Today is Friday. I have gotten weighed this morning simply because I've been ill for 4 days. And despite Wednesday being a bad day and eating 2 whole pizzas, as I say, I have bad days. And I was feeling particularly bad, and it was the first time I'd started to feel hungry after a couple of days. Despite that, I have lost 4.8 pounds in the past 4 days. So being ill suits me, clearly. I'm not planning on using that as a reliable weight loss method. So yeah, well, as I say, when I do the weigh-ins, I get weighed every Monday morning in here in the garage. The scales are just down here, and I do get weighed in the buff, naked, as nature intended. You don't need to see that. I don't need you to see that. And YouTube sure as hell doesn't want you to see that. So, if we ever decide to do a horror film, we might show that. But no, I can probably show you the scale, the number. I'll find a way. But also up here, behind me, just literally between the Sunderland shirt and the Charity Run shirt, I have a board that has my starting weight, the week number, my weekly weight loss or gain. There are gains, I'm not going to lie. My total weight loss and what my current weight is. Yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm monitoring as I go. Now, at the beginning, I showed you the reward board. I might cut some B-roll in here about that. That is an idea where I've got the target weights, and when I hit each target weight, mini targets, I'll get the treat that's alongside it. Now, the first one is at 180 pounds, I think. Yeah, 180 pounds. Should be this week, if not next. It just says treat. I'm not being specific. I haven't decided. It's not going to be big. Financially, anything like that, it's not going to be big. Biggest it might be is a takeaway, a Chinese, one meal, done. The next one is when I get down to 165 pounds. When I get down another 15 pounds from that, which is what, a stone and a pound, is to buy a used, welcome to my gym, weighted vest, which I will then use to go on my walks. I do a 3-mile walk as cardio, and obviously that means that I'll be walking heavier, should increase the cardio and increase the weight loss. That is possibly one of the most warped treats I can come up with, something that's going to punish me. Welcome to my life. When I get down to 150 pounds, which is going to be, let's think. Sorry, 250 pounds that must be. Yeah, sorry. When I got down to 250 pounds, so the last one was down to 265 and 280. I don't know where I thought I was going with 180 and 165. Clearly losing my mind. When I get down to 150 pounds, at 250 pounds, Stephen, there you go, I'm going to treat myself to a spa day. Somebody suggested it, a friend suggested it when I said I was looking for ideas. And I thought, bit girly. And I thought, no, bollocks, treat yourself. Go and get a massage. The hot tables, the jacuzzi, the spa. Bollocks, treat yourself. Everybody's entitled to it. So I'm going to do that. And I'll feel slightly less embarrassed because I'll be, by 250, I'll be 85 £25 down from where I started this journey. Jesus, that's a lot. So I'll be down. Then, when I get down to £225, the treat I've got on the board may change. It says Japanese shower head. It's one of these massage high pressure ones with the stones in them and everything. We might give that a go. But the target is to get down to 199. Break the £200 barrier. On me. When I break the £200 barrier, I'm going to Portugal. I'm fortunate. Family have got a place there. Parents have got a place in Portugal in Bilbao. I'm going to Portugal for 3 weeks. I'm going to just go. I'm going to enjoy being lighter, not having to have an extender belt on the plane, having shorts, vests, tops, t-shirts, gym gear, whatever. I'm going to enjoy going for walks in the heat. I've done it before where I went for a 3-week mental health break and I came back £8 later than I went, or £9 later than I went, maybe more, because I just walk for miles. Stick the headphones on, go. Walk for hours in the heat, in the sun, and do that. That's the plan. Go to Portugal, have a great 3 weeks, few beers, some lovely seafood, some nice steaks, and come back recharged, ready to keep it down at 199 and below. I haven't got a final target yet. I've said I want to lose 140, which would take me to 195. I'm going to see what I'm looking like at that point. Realistically, am I going to need skin removal? It's another topic to be discussed in a video. Am I going to need that? Am I going to need to lose more weight for, am I looking healthy? Am I looking ill? We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling at that point. I want a weight that I can maintain, that I feel good at, that I feel strong at, that I can enjoy life at. That's what it's about. But I want a 1 in front of the number. When I do that, I think I'm going to feel a whole lot better about life in general. I mean, I'm going to be 53 in March, so I'm heading into my mid-50s, and it'd be nice to think that I'm actually going to enjoy my 50s, 60s, hopefully 70s and more, better than I've enjoyed my 20s, 30s, 40s. Mentally, physically, in general. It'll be, it's the way it is. So yeah, as I say, this was going to be a workout video, but as you can hear, I am coughing, I'm sniffling. The plan now is today's Friday, have the weekend off, I've been advised, hit the gym Monday. So I will do a workout Monday. That video may get out, I'll aim to get that video out Tuesday. Now, I'm going to be doing an upper-lower split. So Monday will be upper body. I'm thinking upper body, day off, lower body, day off, upper body, day off, lower body. Does that work? Upper body, off, lower body, off, upper body, off, lower body. That's 7 days. Wow, I've done it. Who said I couldn't do math? So yeah, I would get 2 in, and on the days off, I'm going to do cardio. I'm going to do the 3-mile walk around here. My warm-up will be on the bike each day. It's only a 10-minute warm-up, usually while watching whatever garbage I've got on the TV. So that's going to be the plan. Upper body, lower body split. At the moment, I'm using the Blast app. It seems to be good. We'll give it a go. We'll see how it works. I might do a review of what I think of that. I hadn't thought of doing reviews because who the hell am I to give a review on anything? But then, who's anybody to give a review on anything? So maybe we will. You never know. I might have the occasional friend drop in for a workout, and if they're game for it, we might get them up on the channel. And we'll just see where we go from there. As I say, the channel's for me, but I would love to find people somehow find the channel. Social media is, I'm 52, 53 as I say. social media is a foreign concept to me in how to grow it. I can go on Facebook, I can go on Instagram, I can put shit up that I like. Usually controversial shit just to stir people up. That's my mentality. Again, my mental health. We will get into that in future videos. What makes me knock people off. So yeah, we'll do all that. But, you know, how to grow a channel, I don't have a clue. If somebody's watching this, God knows what's going into your head and why you're still watching it at this point. If you are, thank you very much. You are a legend. But if you've got tips on how to help me grow the channel and what to include in shorts, what to include in thumbnails, what to include in titles to get people engaging, hashtags, shit like that, please let me know. I'll be forever grateful. Anyway, this has been me, Steve, and I'm signing out now. We're going to head off. It is cold in here today. It's about 6-7 degrees in here. I'm going to go and put a hoodie on and stay warm.
Seven Bridges Sport.